I don't know how you feel with these interviews and stuff like that, but I've been Googling you for the last like 2 or 3 days.
God, you poor thing.
I know. No, it's not at all. Come on. But it's kind of like the experience when, I don't know, you're out on a night out and you've been Facebook stalking someone and then you see them and you're like, I don't know anything about you. But
it's super odd. Like, it must be super odd.
So let's pretend that you know a little about me, I know a little about you. But as I was searching for you, I found that on Google, you were actually the most dangerous celebrity to search for. Did you see that?
I know, it's crazy.
1 in 8 searches or something is malicious.
That's not great, is it? I mean, I guess...
It's like a compliment, maybe.
It's a backhanded compliment, I think.
Yeah, so when you saw that, were you just like, okay?
I was like, that's weird.
So what's the weirdest thing you've actually seen of yourself online?
That's got to be one of them. I've been asked a lot about this 50 Shades of Grey thing, which I've never even read. I don't even know what it is.
Fan fictions in it. I mean, galore in the Harry Potter world as well.
It's mental. So that, and then, J.K. Rowling's been talking about the fact that she'd want to recut and rewrite the last Harry Potter books. Everyone's like, is there going to be another Harry Potter?
And then they ask you, who's going to play you again? Are you going to play someone else?
Yeah, so...
But we're talking about Perks of Being a Wallflower now, so
yes.
Away from Harry Potter.
Yes.
That's in the past. This is the future.
Past.
Exactly. I love the film. It was amazing.
Thank
and
you.
I'd read the book before, so I was like really excited when I heard first that you were in it, but then also that the movie was coming out. What drew you to the character of Sam and what you drew to the movie, actually? Had you read the book before?
I hadn't read the book before. I read the script first. I loved the story as a whole. I thought that it was unique and honest and funny and sad and life-affirming and all of these great things all at once. And I felt that Sam was a really amazing sort of like two-dimensional character. She's kind of got this side of her where she's very spontaneous and very free-spirited, but then she's got this much more sensitive, vulnerable, troubled side to her too. And she really does go on a journey through the story to sort of find a way to accept herself and to, I mean, really, there's this quote which is, you accept the love you think you deserve.
I was actually going to ask you about that because you've said it a lot in interviews and you've actually said how it's related to you as a person and how you've kind of come out of the movie as a different person. How has it changed you?
I think, well, relating to Sam, it's about she doesn't really know what she's worth and she keeps dating these awful boys who aren't very good to her, and it's about her realizing that she has a degree of autonomy and power and choices in those situations where she can say she could choose the nice guy
and I'm going to be happy.
Yeah, and I'm going to
exactly.
be happy.
And that is exactly what you're doing in your life now.
Yeah, so I thought that was inspiring, and I think girls fall for the bad boys a lot.
And you've been prone to that in the past?
Well, I don't know. I think it's just a general thing that women tend to do, but you definitely get a choice.
Men do it as well.
Do they?
Yeah.
Bad girls.
Oh God.
Do you do that?
Yeah, all the time. But this is another book adaptation, of course.
Yes.
So do you actually find the roots of the character in the script, or do you go into the book first? Like, where do you actually find the core roots of the character?
Core roots of the characters, obviously, in the book. Got to go right to the original source, and there's obviously a lot more. You can get a lot more detail into a book than you can into a script. They tend to be a lot shorter and a lot more sort of concise. So yeah, definitely from the book, and then just from speaking to Steve, really, because a lot of
that must have been brilliant. I mean, the fact that he had such a personal kind of he wrote it, so he knows every character in and out.
Life, and yeah, it was amazing. I've been spoiled. Yeah.
And this book, of course, has been embraced by the Tumblr generation. I don't know if you know about that, but you know, the hipster generation, the Tumblr generation, is kind of like a hipster Bible in a way.
Yeah.
It's so big. I'm sure there's going to be so many gifs of...
I tweeted a load of like fan art that were on all these Tumblr sites. It's crazy. There's like beautiful tattoos that people have got with quotes from the book and all sorts. It's amazing.
And of course, it's set in 1991. So why do you think these people relate to it in a modern world?
I think that the issues are still the same.
Yeah.
Whether it's, I really think they're obviously played out in different mediums and there's a different soundtrack and whatever else, but the issues are still the same. They're sort of very universal, so it doesn't matter whether it's set in America or England or Japan or wherever. It's kind of the same stuff. So I think that makes it very relatable.
And it's timeless in that way. Thank you so much for chatting to us.
Thank you.